All right, let's get right into it. If you're an aspiring founder and you feel like you're just drowning in endless content and distractions, this is for you. This is your unfair advantage. We're going to build a super focused, actionable playbook for 2025. No fluff, just what you need to actually win. Let's go. Here's our game plan. 5 simple, critical stages. We're going to start by pressure testing your big idea. Then we'll tackle pricing, which is where so many people go wrong. After that, we'll talk about how to actually get started, how to build real influence, not just views, and finally, the most important part, how to take action. So you've got that light bulb moment, right? That brilliant idea. But here's the million-dollar question. Is it actually a good idea? Is it worth your time, your money, your life? You need a real framework to answer that, not just a gut feeling. And the first thing we got to figure out is this. Are you building a real scalable business, or are you just creating a super high-stress job for yourself? To get to the bottom of that, we can borrow a really simple but powerful tool from the world of private equity. It's called the MOAT framework. So what does that even mean? Well, M is for margin. Can you actually make good money? O is for operations. Can this thing run and scale without you doing every single thing yourself? A is for advantage. What's your unique edge? Why you? And T is for total addressable market. Basically, is the pond you're fishing in big enough to be worthwhile? Now here's the beautiful part. You score each of those 4 things from 1 to 10. It's simple math. If your total score is over 30, congrats, you've probably got a fundable business on your hands. If it's between 20 and 30, it's not a no, it's a not yet. There are things you need to fix. But if it's under 20, that's a huge red flag. It's a clear signal to run away and find a better idea. No emotion, just a clear verdict. And hey, if the whole moat thing feels a bit too corporate for you right now, here's an even simpler way to find a great idea. Just look in one of 2 places. First, your profession. What do people already pay you to do? Turn that into a business. Or second, your passion or your pain. What's a problem you personally solved or a hobby you're just totally obsessed with? Both are fantastic starting points. Okay, so you've got a killer idea. Now comes the part that trips up almost every single new founder, especially younger ones. Pricing. We tend to price things based on our own bank account, thinking everyone is as broke as we are. That's a massive mistake. This quote from Alex Hormozi completely flips everything you think you know about pricing. We are so terrified of hearing the word no. But his point is, if you're not getting rejected most of the time, you are leaving an insane amount of money on the table. You're just too cheap. That no is actually a good sign. 70%. Let that sink in. Your goal is to have 7 out of 10 people say, no, that's too expensive. Think about it the other way. If 9 out of 10 people are saying yes, what does that tell you? You could probably double your prices tomorrow and still be fine. You need to hear no way more than you hear yes. So who are you even selling to? Daniel Priestley breaks this down perfectly. Look, the bottom 90% of the market, they only care about price. The top 1%, they buy on pedigree, on brand name. But that 9% right in the middle, they buy on passion. They want something new, something that solves their specific problem. That's your sweet spot. That's who you're targeting. And check this out. This is a perfect real-world example. Codie Sanchez talks about this home inspection business that was about to go under. They made one tiny change. They stopped being home inspections for everyone and became luxury home inspections. They targeted that affluent niche, their margins jumped by 45%, and it saved the entire business. Same skill, just a smarter market. All right, idea is solid, pricing is smart. Now what? How do you actually get this thing off the ground? Well, you've basically got 2 main paths you can go down. An earn or learn approach, if you will. Path 1, you become the apprentice. You find the absolute best entrepreneur in your space and you go work for them. It's low risk, you get a paycheck while you learn their entire playbook. Path 2, you go straight to being the founder. You do it all yourself from scratch. This is super high risk, but of course it comes with the highest potential reward. And don't knock the apprentice model. It's an incredibly powerful strategy. I mean, think about it. Kim Kardashian literally learned the playbook for modern fame by being Paris Hilton's assistant. Then she took that playbook and built her own even bigger empire. The strategy is simple. Find the best, earn while you learn, and then launch. Okay, whether you're an apprentice or a founder, in this day and age, you need attention. That's a given. But here's the trap so many people fall into. There's a huge difference between getting views and having actual influence. The kind that makes people act. You see it all the time, right? Somebody on TikTok has 50 million followers, they launch a t-shirt, and they sell 7. That's because views are just a vanity metric. Real influence, that's the likelihood that when you ask someone to do something, they actually do it. That's what builds a business. So, how do you build it? It's not magic. It's a formula. Alex Hormozi calls it SPCL. It starts with status. You control something that's scarce. That gives you power because your advice actually gets people results, which in turn builds credibility. You have the receipts, you've done it yourself. And all of that leads to likeness, where your audience sees themselves in you and they trust you. We can talk about ideas, pricing, and influence all day, but none of it, literally none of it, matters without this final piece. This is about taking action. Let's talk about the single biggest thing that stops every aspiring entrepreneur dead in their tracks. And Codie Sanchez just lays it out there, no holding back. It's brutally honest because it's so true. It is so easy to get stuck in this loop of watching videos, reading books, thinking, planning, but never actually doing anything. That's the trap, and almost everyone falls into it. So that's the trap, the endless cycle of thinking and planning. How do you break out of it? How do you get past that procrastination and just, start? The answer is your ultimate advantage. The answer is one word, and it is your single greatest, most unfair advantage. It's obsession. In a world where everybody is just casually interested in a million different things, being deeply, relentlessly obsessed with one goal is so rare, it's like a superpower. True competence and obsession will beat 20 years of experience every single time. So what does that look like in the real world? It's not about applying to 100 jobs. It's about picking 5 and then preparing so deeply for those 5 that they'd be insane to say no to you. It's about showing, not just telling. Don't say, I can build your marketing strategy. Build it. Make the video. Present the solution up front. Do the work. And that brings us right here to the end. You've just consumed another piece of content. The only question that matters now is, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to go back to thinking and planning? Or are you going to take one of these ideas and turn it into real, actual action? Your answer to that question changes everything.